EA Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the National Football League.
Tonight's the night for football, everybody. The bright lights are on, the stage is set, and the crowd is ready. It's Monday Night Primetime on EA Sports. Tonight, a pair of NFC West rivals set to do battle between the San Francisco 49ers and the Los Angeles Rams. Here we'll get a look at Kyle Shanahan, head coach of the 49ers. These guys just about set to go in this one. In the same role on the opposing sideline, Rams head coach Sean McVay. His guys with the crowd at their backs, and things only going to get louder once this game begins. Welcome in, everybody. Kate Scott alongside Brock Heward, and I know all of us are ready for this new season to begin. And we're underway here in SoCal. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. So here come the 49ers for their opening drive. Leading them out, a player known, yes, for that draft status, but also as a great methodical passer. I know you love this guy, Brock. The last pick of the 2022 draft, it's Brock Purdy.
Kid, I really think this is one of those moments where every starting quarterback in the opening, right? Week one, all has a sense of gratitude. All has a smile on their face. You're one of 32 guys on the planet to get to start an NFL season, and you want to make the most of that chance.
Two on the pickup there, and it's going to be 2nd and 8.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. And lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. From the 27. On target to his back, here's Christian McCaffrey. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
Rhythm. You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler. Gets himself into rhythm. And I'm just telling you, Kate, from experience, these little throws to running backs, it's one of the best things to get your offense into rhythm and a nice little gain on top of it.
Complete beyond the marker. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
It's a gain of 6. First down, 49ers.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
Pretty throwing here on first. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to Charlie loose, incomplete.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
After the incompletion, still at the 38, it's 2nd and 10. From the gun, McCaffrey is able to drive that pile about a yard. Jack Thompson finishing that play off.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Gobbled up on the right side. That's Ayuk. And some excellent work on this play. It takes him a while to get to him downfield.
A gain of 21 yards. And the 49er first down.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted him. They wanted him on a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
Mitchell takes it straight ahead. And with a nice gain, he runs him down inside field goal range. Call it 9 yards. Looks like a first for a moment. It's 2nd and 1.
Brings up 2nd and
1. Again, this is Mitchell. The ball's out. The ball's out. He lost it. But it looks like the 49ers were the first to it, and they make the recovery. Call it 7 yards on the play, and that's enough for the first down. Ooh, so close to a big play defensively there, Brock, but now these guys got to stay out there. They were unable to bring in the fumble. They just forced.
They do. Got to bring a little bit of juice, but kind of like a boxer when they get a guy cut, they know. Man, if I get that first cut, I can make them bleed. And you get that ball out the first time, I guarantee you, I promise you, those guys are thinking they'll get it the next.
And he's able to get this down to the 13.
Part of the reason I leave you pregame, Kate, and get down to that field and watch these guys throw and catch is I want to see their timing. I want to see their anticipation. That is picture perfect right there. A crossing route thrown that quickly tells me these two are on the same page.
Here he is on 2nd and inches. Dialing for a receiver screen. And he'll get them enough for a first down.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
Purdy on first down. Has him on the quick hitter. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
You know, Kate, over the years, I have heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
Quick slant complete. He has the San Francisco touchdown. The 49ers finish up an excellent opening series. It's a Brandon Ayuk touchdown. All right, so nice little drive they put together there in their first series of the season, partner, and the year begins on a high note with a touchdown.
Yeah, they'll be able to begin this season on a high note with a win. Well, they put more drives like that together, they sure will, but I don't know. I got that Pete Carroll just still bouncing in my brain. It's not how you start, it's how you finish, but you can't start much better than that.
Eddie Pinheiro on now for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the 49ers take a 7-0 lead as he starts this year 1 for 1. Now Pinheiro on to handle the kickoff. Starting from the 5. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. The Rams offense getting out there for their opening drive of the game. And leading them out is one of the game's all-time leading passers. The top pick back in 2009. Still going strong. It's Matthew Stafford.
It's the dawn of a new season, Kate, with all the promise in the world ahead of he and his squad. And this is where all that off-season planning, the reps in camp, the sweat, the blood, the tears come into play. And you really don't want to stumble out the gate. You want to be the horse who jumps to the front right away and let everybody try to chase you down.
Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9.
1 yard gain.
That's the kind of yardage that's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now, second down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3-and-out.
180.
Here we go, 2nd and 9. Completed over the middle. And they get him right at the line of scrimmage.
We saw his guys pick up the blitz. We felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them. And the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
So a tough spot now. This is 3rd and 9. Working from the gun. Here's Stafford. Defender lines wide as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Well, no look on his first look of the game, and that brings up 4th and long. So no initial clapback, at least not immediately. Gonna have to play from a deficit for at least a little while as that opening drive stalls out.
And your hope here offensively is that deficit remains unchanged when you get the ball back the next time, because you do not want to be looking 2 scores down to start this one out.
Punt meets him at the 28. He's brought down before the return gets far. San Francisco headed out for its second possession of the game. And they're really starting the season off with a banger of a contest here, Brock. A chance to measure up against a division rival, and this win could be an important one to have in hand in just a few months. The 49ers find themselves in a great starting spot here. 1st and 10 coming up. Running rights with Mitchell. And they're all the way across midfield before he's brought down. Given 15 yards on the pickup there. And it brings up a San Francisco 1st down. One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory. McCaffrey running between the tackles. They cobble together a yard there. And tackle made by Kobe Turner.
It'll be this group's job watching the film to find all these plays. The ones that amount to really very little statistically and identify what was needed to just make them a little bigger, stretch them further. Afterthought plays now, they could be the big gains of next week.
Play action now with Purdy. To the left side and wheeled in by Kittle. And they make the stop, I'm going to say about the 37-yard line. Offense set for a 1st and 10.
49er 1st down.
They just get the play off. Escapes the pocket. And he's hauled down there for the sack on a final play of quarter number 1. So we're down to 3 quarters remaining in our opening weekend of football. 7-0 is our score. We'll return to Inglewood in just a moment. We're back, and it's 49ers football as we resume. They'll have 2nd down as they look to continue this good drive. Trying an inside give now with McCaffrey. They're going to keep moving forward, Brock, down inside the opposing 30. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that's a 49er 1st down.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great block in the spring of guys hitting blocks downfield, and a back who can show off his wheels.
Take it in on the right side by Pearsall. And he'll get it down to the 24-yard line.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down.
Get set.
From the gun is Purdy. Hits him on the out route. And they get this down to the 12-yard line before being stopped. It's a gain of 12 there. And it brings up a San Francisco 1st down.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
1st and 10 now. Here's Purdy. Buys time, rolling right. That's going to be caught by his back. McCaffrey. And he's short of the 1st after a mild gain.
Sure showed off some mobility on that play. Got outside the pocket and easily found an open man.
Get set.
Sticking to the air here. It's Purdy. And the ground game works for the touchdown. The the touchdown. Great play by the QB there, Brock. The play broke down. He didn't have much of a choice other than to escape and improvise. And in the end, turned out to be the best call he could have made.
It is such a necessary tool in today's NFL for that QB to put right in his tool belt, Kate. You know, in my day, you could be a blacksmith, right? You just do the job and stay in the pocket. Not anymore. You got to be an artist. And you got to be an artist that can create when things break down. And that's big time to get a touchdown out of it as well.
Pinheiro good on the extra point. And the 49ers double their lead to 14.
Rams, nothing. Eddie Pinheiro set to kick off.
Now Pinheiro on to handle the kickoff. That's going to be taken in at the 8. And he's brought down just inside the 25. So the LA offense getting out there for their second drive. Their first drive of the season, an uneventful one, led to a punch, so they'll try to get some new season magic going here on their second drive. Here's Williams to start the drive. And he cuts it back right. And this gets the whole way down to the 11-yard line.
What an injection of momentum for the offense on that play. With the energy boost in a much shorter field, I predict it's not going to be long, Kate, until they finish this series off.
So a massive gain, and all of a sudden we've got 1st and 10 inside the red zone. They've got a man in motion. First down, and they go right back to it. And he runs this one in. Touchdown, Los Angeles! The Rams make it a one-score game in the first half. Williams, the touchdown. Well, he found himself some space to work, and from there, all athleticism as he made his way in for 6.
You know, you run the ball down in the red zone, Kate, you're not always thinking touchdowns, right? Space is so hard to come by. But you're exactly right. His athleticism, his explosion, his speed will put 6 on the board for the offense.
Point after by Levis is good. And the Rams chop the lead in half. It's down to 7.
14. Rams 7.
And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. Return coming from the 6. This makes it up to the 25. Now out comes the San Francisco offense. And that lead they've got, Brock, they are never going to have to worry about losing it if they keep scoring every time they touch this football.
Is that how it works?
It surprisingly is. You know, if you have the lead and you don't lose it, you win.
Yeah, that type of start, well, you wanted all 17 games of the season, but you're lucky to get it more than once.
So tough to stay set when you've got defenders doing everything they can to make you jump, and, well, they got one of them to move that time.
Get set, get set. Up. Time to run something.
Going with McCaffrey on the ground. Room to work at the 35. And he's finally stopped across midfield at the 47. A pickup there of 33 yards. And that's a 49er first down.
No frills, nothing fancy. That was just a good old offensive line dominated in the trenches. That sprung him to get to the second level and beyond.
Big play gets him just beyond midfield. It's first down.
Outside. Back. Watch out.
Here's Purdy to throw. Out to his wideout. It's a screen. And not much doing. He stopped quickly.
How's your block shedding out there, boys? They need to get through some blocks to hang that screen up quickly. They were Johnny on the spot.
On second down, here's McCaffrey. And they make the stop. I'm going to say about the 37-yard line. A 7-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
That's the type of call that offensively, man, it just builds so much confidence. I don't even think they were looking to get the first down. Just get to a manageable third down. But instead, they move the chains. And that is one disheartening look on that defense.
Mitchell up the middle. He's got him 6 yards on that carry. It's second down.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
Purdy setting up that play action. And back-to-back passes that should have been intercepted. Two great chances to take it away. Both of them dropped, Brock, and now they stay out there for third down.
4 yards to go.
Working out of the gun, it's Purdy. Finds him over the middle. Well, he got the football, Brock, but not the first. That stopped just shy of the marker, fourth down. They're signaling for a stoppage here, and yep, there's a player injured after that snap. Not what they wanted to see in week 1 as their medical staff heads out to check on him. They send out Eddie Pinheiro for the field goal. It's 45 yards he'll try to connect from. Pinheiro's kick is good. Hold on, though. There's a flag down here, although if this is on the defense, Brock, they're probably just going to decline it and keep that make. A fortunate break for them as they get a gift with roughing the kicker. Their offense heading back out to keep things going. You hate to see this on fourth down for that defense, roughing the kicker, and now they've got a first inside the red zone. Running it after the penalty. And they take this in for the score. The 49ers grow their lead just before halftime. Christian McCaffrey, the touchdown. Well, Brock, you found himself some space to work, and from there, wow, all athleticism as he made his way into the end zone.
You got that right, Kate. Just that speed. You got to have some different gear when you get down here to the red zone. It's hard to score rushing touchdowns, and that running back sees the open space, he sees the green grass, and he finishes it off with 6.
Extra point try now from Pinheiro. Extra point set right down the middle. And the 49ers double their lead to 14.
Rams 7. Eddie Pinheiro set to kick off.
Now Pinheiro on to handle the kickoff. This return starts at the 5. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Out come the Rams on offense. And the last time they had it, they ran it down the field on him. I'd expect some better resistance up front if they try that again. First call here coming from the shotgun. Shotgun snap to Stafford. Short pass brought in. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Stafford from the gun. Finds his back, Kyron Williams. And he's tackled with a first down yardage.
A 7-yard gain. And the Rams first down.
Now Stafford to throw. He's got the hook up to Devontae Adams. And he goes out close to that 45-yard line.
I know I could sound like a broken record when I talk about timing and getting the ball out on time and on rhythm, but these outcuts, it is so imperative, and the best of them make it look oh so easy.
2nd and 3 now. Now Stafford again. That throw behind his intended target. No luck finding his receiver that time. And now they'll face a 3rd and 3.
And 3 yards to go.
It's Stafford once more. It's complete to Hooper. On the move past the 40. And he's got this one down to the enemy 35 before they force him out. That chunk with a nice 21 yards. And it brings up an LA first down. They're set up at the 35 now.
Ready.
Williams now on 1st and 10. He's pushed straight ahead, and that's maybe a yard at most. Brought down by Fred Warner.
Sometimes you just feel like in the background of every ho-hum run is a bigger play. Just needed one more component. Hit that extra block a little longer. Find the lane quicker. The defender may be a half step late, and this could have been much, much more exciting.
And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. After that play, we see some concern from their guys on the field. And now we know why. One of their best players was hurt on the play and is getting worked on. To the line we go. They're set, 1st and 10.
Set. Wait. Hey.
They stay on the ground with Williams. Quite the turnaround these last two plays, huh? Nice gain on one, and now they get it behind the line. Now the Rams will use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. Back to throw. Quick slant taken in by Nakua. And he'll be brought down here at the 23-yard line.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. It's not going to happen. There's a reason this is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
Drive in dire straits. It's 3rd and 9. Throwing from the gun here. Oh, no touchdown. It's intercepted. Nick Martin picks it off. And the 49ers will take over as this gets brought out to the 20-yard line.
Well, that's it right there. That's the resilience and the mental toughness that every coach wants to see from his defense. Not a great spot for them. Backed up close enough that they're going to get shots taken in the end zone. But instead of collapsing under pressure, they rose up and they created the takeaway.
Coach Kyle Shanahan ushering his 49ers offense back to the field. And eventually, Brock, one of their drives is going to fail to reach that end zone. But through 3 possessions so far, they have been perfect.
And in order for that to happen, somebody somewhere on this defense has got to rise to the occasion.
They'll start this one on the ground with McCaffrey. Nearly starts the drive with a 1st down run. Stopped a yard short, gain of 9.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity to play, but whatever you want to do. But as for me, I'd like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
So entering the locker room, got ourselves a 2-score game. It's time to hear from Scott Hansen. He's got our EA Sports halftime report.
Okay, Kate, thanks very much. So much to talk about as we wrap up week 1, a busy week of football. Let's get right into it. Our journey through the NFL starts now, and it begins at Arrowhead. The Chiefs at home to take on the Broncos in the AFC West. And this is Bo Nix. 12 yards on the touchdown. The Broncos come away with the victory on the road in the season opener. Next up, we go to the Steel City. We'll check in on the Steelers as they host the Cleveland Browns. And this is Jaylen Warren. All he needs is a crease, and he finds it. That's a 7-yard rushing touchdown. The Steelers wind up winning this one in front of the home crowd to begin the new season. Lastly, let's go out to the desert, Glendale, Arizona. The Cardinals hosting the New York Giants. And this is the running back. He only needs a little bit of breathing room, and he knows what to do with it. The Cardinals move to 1-0. They get the victory in the season opener. With that, a look at what's already transpired and what's still to come in a busy first week of the new season. Meanwhile, in our game, it was a competitive, hard-hitting first half. We expect more of the same going forward. As we send you back out to the broadcast team, Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
Adjustments of the season are as they're teed up, and away we go in our second half. Fielded at the 7. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. Gets at the 25-yard line. Los Angeles getting its offense set to go to begin the third. And some opening drive points would be invaluable, Brock, trailing by 2 scores as they leave that locker room. Rams ready for this one. Here's 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. Hits him on the end route. And this one doesn't go far.
It takes a certain level of fearlessness, craziness to work over the middle of the field in this league. You're fighting through guys as you go, and all the while you know you could take a lick at any time.
2nd and 8. A quick throw is swatted away, incomplete.
Yikes. As that pass falls to the ground, you kind of just sense their desperation, just kind of oozing out of them. Running out of time to start connecting on more of these and really break open the scoring in a way they just have not been able to do so far.
And that one hits the jet. No fear from them trying to go deep on 3rd down. You love that. Don't love the fact they couldn't connect. 4th down coming up.
This defense, they had a plan, and they've done an excellent job executing it. Instead of a main character, they've reduced this receiver to a footnote. Kudos to the job collectively on defense.
Looking to return from the 29. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. Coach Kyle Shanahan ushering his 49ers offense back to the field. And unsurprisingly, Brock, a great day on the scoreboard so far for him. Has him with the advantage as we move through this third quarter. The 49ers find themselves in a great starting spot here. 1st and 10 coming up. On the ground to begin the drive with McCaffrey. And some nice running there on that 7-yard gain. Make it 2nd down.
Cameron Pearl brought it down. A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3. At the 45-yard line.
The give now to Mitchell. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain, so Brock, that means 3rd down coming up.
It's a gain of a yard, and it's 3rd down.
Shotgun snap for Purdy. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to be hauled down on a gain across midfield, down inside the 45-yard line. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the 1st.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity, and man, did he make an impact play.
First down throw by Purdy. Finds his man over the middle. And he works this to the 38 before going down.
This is one of those kind of win-win situations. Both sides feel good. As an offense, I get a completion. I get a win. As a defense, I keep everything in front of me. I make the tackle for a short gain. I get a win, too. Sometimes, you can get to win-win.
Now a give right side to Mitchell. He's across the 20, still going. And he'll get this across. Touchdown, San Francisco. The 49ers push their lead further to start the half. Well, Brock started small at first, but then he found that lane, and it was a race to the end zone from that point on.
And it takes a little bit of everybody. How many times do we hear these coaches tell us, if you're going to get a run play for a big gain, it takes the whole group, all 10 of them around him have to do their job. Got to block up front. Receivers got to block on the perimeter. They all get it done, and a big chunk run follows.
Extra point try now from Pinheiro.
The extra point.
Right down the middle, it's good. And the 49ers stretch their lead to 21.
Rams 7.
Now Pinheiro on to handle the kickoff. Has this at the 6. He stopped on the run back at the 27. Now LA getting its offense all set to go. They're down 21 now after that last score and in need of a comeback as we work through this game. LA offense all set. Here's 1st and 10.
Ready, hot. 180.
Drive begins with a run. It's Williams. And they'll only find 1 yard up the gut. 2nd down.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on 2nd down after that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
And 9 at the 29-yard line.
Blue 60.
Working from the gun. Here's Stafford. Throwing the out route complete. And he's going to go out with a pickup of 3. So chipping away a few here ahead of this 3rd down.
That's a gain of 3. Now 3rd and 5.
Stafford now. Big strike here to Williams. Keeps it moving. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Rams shrinking the lead some in the 3rd. Kyron Williams the touchdown.
I think he'll take his highlights however. He can get him on a handoff, pin-off pass. It really doesn't matter. The important thing is he gets the ball. He gets the touch. He can do his damage big time.
Nevis now for the extra point.
For the extra point.
The point after splits the uprights. And the Rams get it back to a 14-point game.
Rams 14.
Here's Evans set to kick this away. He fields it from the 8. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down. The 49ers are headed back out on offense as we get a look at Christian McCaffrey. Their lead went from 3 touchdowns down to 2, Brock, but still a 14-point advantage for him here in the 3rd. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. On 1st and 10, it's McCaffrey. And that carry only gets 1 on the plunge up the gut.
One thing I can say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. Purdy looking to throw. He gets this to Michael Mayer. And he'll go down, and we'll see right at the 39-yard line.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, just find a way to get him the ball.
And they get this down to 44 before he stopped. That play good for 17 on the 1st down.
Become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. Shotgun, handoff to McCaffrey. And he'll knife his way through for a pickup of 4.
That's a good run right there. Keep the offense on schedule. If he can average that type of yards per carry, this guy's going to be more than all right with letting him lead the show.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6. Back to throw. Here's Purdy. Pearsall on the slant. And he's going to be right up against that line that they need him. Make it 3rd and maybe a yard at most from the 34.
Brings up 3rd and inches.
On 3rd and short, McCaffrey. And he's able to get this to the 32 before going down. It's a meager 2-yard gain, but that's enough to award them the first down.
That is your old school meat and potatoes call right there. Don't even think about throwing it. Just rush it ahead and get what you need.
Purdy on first down. Short pass caught by his tight end. And they haul him down just a foot or 2 shy of the red zone. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
Ball start on offense.
There was a blitz coming, and that got somebody to panic and jump early. It cost him 5 yards. They're set back 5 by that false start. Now 15 yards to the marker. They'll run here following the penalty. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
I know these DNs love to get to the quarterback. I know that sacks many times equals a bigger payday. But doing the dirty work, playing to run well, that's what the best of the ends do in this league.
Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. Purdy setting up that play action. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Tough one to retain through that hit. So now it's going to be 3rd and long.
No surprise to see the quarterback go back to that well. That security blanket that's been his tight end all game long. But finally, this defense has an answer.
3rd and long, Purdy. Pocket isn't holding out. They're able to drop it. All right, we reach the final quarter of Monday Night Prime Time. It's the 49ers with the football and a comfortable lead as well. They send out Eddie Pinheiro for the field goal. This will be from 52 yards. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And that makes this a 3-score game.
I think you could call this one, Jay. This field goal makes it a 3-score game, and even the most improbable comeback attempts are going to have a hard time erasing that type of deficit here in the final quarter.
Now Pinheiro on to handle the kickoff. Here's a return from the 7. Takes out a 1-stop. He's brought down just inside the 25. The Rams headed out to the field now. They really have the passing game clicking on that last touchdown drive, partner. We'll see if they stick with that or if they mix things up a bit on this series. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. To throw, Stafford. Screen here for Williams. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down.
Kid, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. When the veteran QB said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
180!
Here's 2nd and 7. Short pass brought in. And this one does not go far.
Well, that's a modest little drag route, but if you ever just need a safe, short gain on the throw, that's a go-to route to target.
Stafford now on third down. That's brought in by Jennings. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop it. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the first.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine, because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
Give to Williams from the gun. He's going to get this one into enemy territory to the 47. They get an even 10 on that play. And the Rams are going to have a first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Set. Red 80.
Shotgun snap to Stafford. Pressure comes. He's taken down. The 49ers got him. And a big play drives the backwards. Second down coming up.
And right there's the danger, Kate. When you put the ball in the air, how many times do we see these coordinators, when you get a nice run, right, you gain some steam on the ground, you stick with the ground game. They don't. They call the pass, and the defense reacts, and reacts well with the sack.
Completed over the middle. And he's able to get it past midfield and down onto the 49er side.
That's a gain of 8.
You know, they say you never go broke taking a profit. Just find that completion. And it may not be a Benjamin, but even those little dollar bills start to add up.
So a tough spot now. This is 3rd and 9.
Blue 80.
Stafford from the gun. Complete out to the right side. And he'll be brought down at about the 49. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
It's a gain of 16 yards. That's another Rams first down.
Stafford now on first down. And he stopped just before he reaches the red zone at the 21. Goes to the hurry-up offense here.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 49ers.
It's Stafford once more. The right side is caught by Jennings. And this play reaches the 12-yard line before the stop is made.
9 yards. That's good for a Rams first down. First and 10.
Now Stafford again. He brings it in. And this is going to go as a gain of about 3 before he's met and escorted out.
There's no negatives ever on a grade sheet for a completion, but that's one of those situations. If you're going to take a risk and throw an out route, you'd sure like to see a little bit more yardage gained.
Stafford throwing again. Oh, again, it looks like a pick, but they drop it. A chance to steal it away in the end zone. Just can't finish the play. Couldn't hang on to the interception, but the momentum's still on the defensive side here ahead of this 3rd down. Stafford's going to throw once more. Dumped off to his running back. And the defense waiting for him at the line, and he goes down. Whistles after that play for an unfortunate sight. A player hurt in the first game of the season. Training staff out to work on him. Down big, they're going to exhaust all options, it appears. The offense lining up to go for this. Desperation time here. And he will score. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Rams get it back to within 2 possessions. Devontae Adams, the touchdown. Well, they definitely wanted to get that one out quick, Rob. They did just that, and it ends in 6.
We hear it all the time, but it is so true, Kate. This is a game about matchups. And when you see a throw that quick, it really was determined pre-snap. It was great design and tremendous execution.
That one right down the middle. And the Rams cut the lead down to 10. They recognize the situation they're in now. After that score, they're going to try to get it right back. And the 49ers are able to cover the kick. Well, kind of feels like we're starting to get to that point, bro.
And what point is that, Kate?
You know, the bold point of the game where you have to try something bold could end up becoming a play that finally sinks them though.
Yeah, it's time for desperation. Without a defensive stop here, it's really hard to lay out the scenarios for much success. Every second matters now when you don't come up with that onside kick.
McCaffrey running between the tackles. And he's only going to get 2 or 3 yards on that one. Now the Rams will use the first of their timeouts. They still have 2 to work with in this final quarter.
Brings up second.
Got to be rush hour, Kate, because there's a whole lot of traffic up the middle right there. He ran right into some gridlock, and he could only manage a few yards at most.
McCaffrey on second down. Looks like he's going to be marked just a little shy of that first down. Ball at the 41, 3rd and short. Timeout taken by Los Angeles. It's second. Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. Going run again with McCaffrey. And they do get him down, but the damage is done. This gets down inside the 35-yard line. Now the Rams are going to use their 3rd and final timeout. And this could be an issue the rest of the way with no way to stop this clock. They've got first down from the 31. Mitchell takes it straight ahead. Drops by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
Big man up front said, not in my house. Let me tell you, once you're in the grasp for one of those big old fellas on the D-line, you're done. They would say it on the East Coast like this. It's over. Over.
Purdy on the play action. He rolls to his right. He's keeping it. He's out of bounds right at that 25-yard line. All right, one more snap before the 2-minute warning. McCaffrey on 3rd down. And he's bottled up the line on the final play before the 2-minute warning. It's the 2-minute warning here in L.A. 49ers looking like they'll start this season with a win. They send out Eddie Pinheiro for the field goal. This one from 42 yards out. Pinheiro's kick is good. And that pushes the lead up to 13.
That kick, well, it throws a roadblock up on some of the remaining avenues to get back in this game and really leaves only one remaining. It's going to take 2 touchdowns if they want a shot at it. We know those odds, they're getting pretty long.
Now Pinheiro on to handle the kickoff. Fielded at the 7. And this drive will start inside the 25. The Rams set to go on offense once more. And that last drive, no answer for what they were doing through the air. So expect some tighter coverage this time around. LA bringing the offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. Working from the gun. Here's Stafford. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down. Clock continuing to run as the Rams hurry to the line.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 30-yard line.
From the 30 on 2nd down. That's complete. Naku on the left side. He's taken down, but not before he gets this one to the 41.
It's a gain of 11. And the Rams first down.
First down throw here for Stafford. He's got it again. And they've got to him just a step or 2 before he can reach the 40 as he's sent out. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And it brings up an LA first down.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Throwing it again here. Just keeps connecting to the core. And he runs this to the 25 before being brought down.
16 more yards. That's another Rams first down. 1st and 10.
Here's Stafford. continuing to run as the Rams hurry to the line.
Taken down back at the 34-yard line.
And he spikes it to stop the clock just before we reach that 40-second mark. Stacking up the secondary. Look at that. They're in the dime. Third down. To throw. Throwing deep for the end zone. And they really went for it on third down, didn't they? But the heave falls incomplete. Now they're facing fourth down.
You know exactly what he's thinking. Hopefully next time it's a little bit easier. The degree of difficulty on that one high. Throwing to double coverage, odds are against you.
Here he goes. Gotta have this on fourth down. And they get to him and hold him down. What a play. Forcing the sack, and that should just about put a bow on this one.
Well, I think every analytics book out there, Kate, said you got to go for it. You're in four-down territory, down a couple scores here in the fourth. But now it's all about the defense. Can the defense come with a quick turnover or a stop to somehow, some way, spark a comeback?
The 49ers are headed back out on offense as we get a look at Christian McCaffrey. They can trot out that victory formation here, Brock. Send us all home. No timeouts left to stop that clock. Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on first down. They take a knee, and their season has begun exactly how they wanted it to, with a win.
Nothing left to do now, Kate, but celebrate on one side and watch on hopelessly from the other. What a hard-fought effort to get to this spot. And now you can enjoy the victory.
So the 49ers earn the win in this one. And this isn't just any 1-0 start for them. They pick up what could end up being a key division victory to have later in this season. So that's it for us here. Brock Heward, our crew, I'm Kate Scott. This has been the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the 49ers as we say goodbye from Los Angeles.
The new season starts now. I'm Scott Hansen, and you are tuned in to the brand new EA Sports Weekly Recap for Week 1. Lots to get you caught up on. We'll start at SoFi Stadium. The Rams at home to take on the 49ers. And this is Elijah Mitchell. He's going to get loose, get into the secondary, and get into the painted grass. 38 yards on the touchdown. From there, it's off to Atlanta. Let's look in on the Falcons as they host the Cincinnati Bengals. And it's Romeo Doubs. He only had 2 receptions in the game, but he made both of them count. Both of them went for touchdowns. One more to tell you about real quick. It's up in Minneapolis. It's the Vikings taking on the Detroit Lions. And this is Jordan Mason. He's going to show some burst, and he has a score, 24 yards on the touchdown. The Vikings get it done within the division as they come away with the victory. And that's a wrap for this week. For all the hardworking men and women in the studio, Scott Hansen saying goodnight. We'll see you again next week right here on EA Sports.
For some football here at Levi Stadium in Santa Clara. Today, we have an NFC fighting storm between the New York Giants and the San Francisco 49ers. On the Giants sideline, there's a look at their head coach, Brian Dable. These guys dropped their opener on the road last week, hoping for better fortunes here in Week 2. Across the field, Kyle Shanahan, coach of the 49ers. His guys were winners in Week 1. You know they'd love to start the year with back-to-back dubs. Happy y'all could join us. Thanks for being here. I'm Kate Scott with Brock Hewer. Eddie Pinheiro just about set. And we're off on EA Sports. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. So out come the Giants, their first drive of the game coming up. And they'll be brought out by the 2025 first-rounder out of Ole Miss. Here's Jackson Dart.
That's a loss last week, Kate, that he wears. He's worn it all week long, and I know he isn't the only guy out there. There's 11 on the side on every play. A couple of interceptions. He's going to hold himself accountable. A lot of work's gone into making sure this week's game is an improvement on that.
Now here's Cam Scadaboo on the ground. And maybe the rest of the game is going to be headed in the proper direction, Brock, but their first play winds up going backwards.
I'm going to guess at some point, whether it's in the huddle or over there on the bench on the sidelines after this drive, QB is going to go apologize to that running back. He just ran him into one heck of a negative play.
On the move, headed right.
Tick, 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 tick. You know, his internal clock right there told him it was time to escape, and good thing he listened to it. He was able to make something out of nothing and at least move them forward.
3rd and 6 for them to figure out now. From the gun, here's Dart. Coming deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is in. And this is picked up by the 49ers. And they're going to take over with a 1st and goal here. Recover the fumble, and now a great chance to make their opponents pay. Man, this is a tough ask of your defense so early in a game, Brock, sending them out on short notice and a short field after you fumble it away.
But these are the critical moments defensively you got to live for, right? This is called sudden change. They practice this, and it's your time to put out this fire.
So here come the 49ers for their opening drive. Leading them out, a player known, yes, for that draft status, but also as a great methodical passer. I know you love this guy, Brock. The last pick of the 2022 draft, it's Brock Purdy.
You know, Kate, people won't stop recognizing Brock Purdy as Mr. Irrelevant right at first, but they better start recognizing his game. He shed that label of his draft status to me long ago. He proved there is no fluke to his talent. He knows how to see it, how to feel it, how to deliver it, and most importantly, he knows how to elevate the people around him. That is a DB's best phrase, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
So the incompletion on 1st, here's 2nd and goal.
Outside. Right around set.
They toss to McCaffrey, running left. And they're going to keep him out once again. That sends him backwards, brings up 3rd and goal.
That's some tremendous study right there. That linebacker, it was almost as if he was in the other team's huddle and knew what was coming. He read his keys, he pulled the trigger, and he makes a tackle for loss.
3rd and goal, Purdy. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up.
Okay, you know, I talk to you all the time about these money downs and third downs and the plan you got to have. It's kind of like a manufacturing plant. You've got to manufacture open looks, and that time, the plant was closed. I'd say all in all, that's the exact type of start this team was looking for. 2 possessions in, they've got the lead. A little early momentum with that field goal.
Now Pinheiro on to handle the kickoff. That's going to be taken in at the 8. All right, and in the end, Brock, this is going to make it out to the 30. The Giants taking the field for their second possession. And their defense held up after that fumble. Only gave up 3, so time for this offense to make it up to them. Get some points of their own. Giants lining things up. 1st and 10. Scatterboo now from the gun. Daniel managed 3 there to begin this one. 2nd and 7 coming up.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. That's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
4 yards on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 6. Dart now against the blitz. Pressure comes. He's taken down. The 49ers got him. Now following the play, one of the 49ers banged up. He's in some pain. We're going to pause here as he gets checked on. 3rd and 10. Can this offense get it done? Out of the gun this time. Here's Dart. And that one's too far in front of them, so now they're facing 4th down.
An early deficit means you lose the runway to slowly get your offense up to speed. This offense got to get going. That incompletion won't help.
The Giants ready into punt, so they're going to send out the lefty, Jamie Gillen, for the kick. Coming off 4 punts in that loss, and he boots his first of this game away. Starts his return from the 23. And he's getting nothing on that return. They wrap him up almost at the exact spot that he fielded that punt. 2nd drive coming up for this 49ers offensive unit. They've got an early 3-0 lead as they take over here. San Francisco to the line. It's 1st and 10.
Get set, pump. 18,
Trying an inside give now with McCaffrey. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, it came at the perfect time.
Shotgun snap for Purdy. Throwing the out route complete. And he will finally catch up to him just a second before he can reach that 40. Pickup of 12 on that play. And it brings up a San Francisco 1st down. Markers reset, ball at the 37. Purdy throwing here on 1st. It's Mayer, he's got it. And he'll get it up to the 44.
It's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
On 2nd down, here's McCaffrey. He's not far from that 1st down marker, is he, partner? Up to the 47. 3rd down coming up.
The tackle made at the 47-yard line. Brings up 3rd down.
They stick with McCaffrey. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49. 2 yards on the pickup. And that's a 49er 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 49.
Play action now with Purdy. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground. Gonna have to wait a little longer for his first catch of the game. And it's going to be 2nd down.
On the coverage.
Here's Purdy to throw. Forced out to his right. Got a man. It's Mayer. brings up a San Francisco first down. Going with McCaffrey on the ground. Off by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run. We get a look at his rushing numbers from last week here. What he was able to do in support of that win. Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Working out of the gun, it's Purdy. He fires one deep down the left sideline. And he's there to send that one away, incomplete. Clean breakup on that throw. That's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long. From the gun is Purdy. Completed over the middle. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, and you can make a play in the open field. Keep it short like that, I promise you some money will follow. A lot of them may make it look automatic, but you get this deep, and those field goals are far from a certainty. It took all his concentration, every bit of his strength, to send that puppy through.
Now Pinheiro on to handle the kickoff. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. New York taking over once again. The offense heading out. And it's far from the first time we're seeing this unit head out, Brock. But what we haven't seen so far in this opening half, well, we haven't seen much in terms of yardage.
No, it's like they've written a few lyrics, but nowhere close to a song yet.
One play action with Darts. Complete to the rookie out of Alabama. And he gets this one up to the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And it's good enough for a New York first down. Only took him one play partner, and they've already made it to that 40-yard line. On the handoff, here's Scatterboo. Solid block in there, springs him for 8. It's going to be 2nd down.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Nice run last play. Sets up 2nd and 2. Right back to Scatterboo. They stop him just in time. He got back to the line, but denied the yard they needed. 3rd down coming up.
When you rush the passer, it's kind of like tracking down a runner. That same pass, same athleticism comes to life. He looked pretty good hunting his prey right there.
Putting the tight end in motion. It's Scatterboo on 3rd. No one around. He's got space. And this one's brought to an end well downfield from that line of scrimmage.
Those unsung heroes, those big guys up front on the O-line, let's give them a little love right here, Kate. They don't always get the attention they deserve on a broadcast, but let me tell you, they played a huge role in that big old run.
Going to the ground again on 1st. And the big gain followed by a little bit of a loss here. Defense getting the better of them on that run.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12 at the Niners' 29-yard line.
We've reached the end of the first quarter. We've got the 49ers in front. Back to Levi Stadium right after this. Welcome back. We'll begin this second quarter with the Giants in possession. They have it 2nd down, well inside a field goal range. A good right side. It's Scatterboo. He's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on 2nd down.
Well, that's just about textbook defense and how to shut down an RPO. The coverage was tight, the numbers were up, and then the bodies were there to stuff that run before it could get going.
Slot man in motion right. 3rd down now. Here's Darts. He's going to push one deep down the right. He had it for a moment, but a quick defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. That throw doesn't lead to 6. So that brings up 4th and long. Daniel Carlson on for this field goal try. It's from the right hash, 46 yards. Carlson's kick is good. And that cuts the lead in half, down to 3.
A dependable kicker, man. That is a coach's best friend. Saves him so much stress to have a guy he can really trust to go out and hit it from that distance consistently. Because from that far out, no kick is a guarantee.
Ball is set up, and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. Return starts at the 3. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. The 49ers back on offense and set to take over. And they'll have a little momentum as they take the field here after their kicker drilled a deep one to end their last drive with points. 49ers to the line. 1st and 10. On the ground to begin the drive with McCaffrey. This drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
And he's going to be just one step away from that first down. They haul him down near the 31.
Boy, they sure found the right route at the right time to hit the soft spot in that coverage. And that slant, it goes for big yardage.
Purdy looking to throw here. It's 3rd and 2. Short pass brought in. And that short gain is enough for him to set it down.
You know, Kate, they say a dog is a man's best friend. A tight end that moves the chains on 3rd down, that's a QB's best friend.
Purdy setting up that play action. Flushed out of the pocket. Throw wheeled in by Mayer. And he's down after getting this up to the 41.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up 2nd and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
From the gun, McCaffrey. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
Looky here, you don't even have to worry now about a 3rd down call as that run moves the sticks. Yeah, that call you had ready, though? Recycle it, save it for later, for that next 3rd down coming.
Off the play fake, Purdy. And this throw's knocked away, incomplete. Great defensive effort to reject that one. So it's 2nd down coming up. Now they'll throw out of the gun. Taking a deep shot here. And disaster averted. He knocks away the deep ball, incomplete. And he was looking for Jordan Watkins that time. So they're left facing 3rd and long.
You know, I say this all the time. You get down there to the red zone, and things happen so fast. Those windows close in a hurry. Quarterback's fortunate that was one hand and not 2 hands that got on the football.
On 3rd down, Purdy. He's loaded another one up. Into a ton of traffic, and this one's intercepted. Picked off by Tyler Newman. Escapes a defender. And the Giants will take over as he records his first interception of our season. I don't know what to be impressed by in this Brock. How effortless he made it look to throw it that deep, or how effortless the cover man made it look to get that far down there and haul in the interception.
How about we just marvel at both of them? You call a deep pass like that again on the next play, it could go to the end zone. But this time, it is a takeaway.
Now here comes the New York offense. And their last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. Running with Scannaboo. Broke through the tackle. And he's going to be taken down here after he takes it to the 45. They get an even 10 on that play. And the Giants will have a first down. Dark from the pistol. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up second down.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
Scannable on second down. Well, he had to power through one tackle just to get back to the line that time.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Third long for him here. This is caught. That's Slayton. And they're going to be set up just outside that red zone. Give him 32 on that play. And it's good enough for a New York first down.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. Hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
They get this down to the 7-yard line. That's a pickup of 17 yards, partner, and it makes it first and goal.
Kate, when you watch the combine, you'll watch guys try to make this throw. And without chemistry, it's so hard to execute. That was picture perfect. That's a QB and receiver on the same page because that route, that deep out to the field, that takes it just a different level of connectedness.
The close game is going to stay close, Brock, so long as plays like that are being made in big situations.
Yeah, in these tight games, you got to have your defense making plays just like that in the red zone. Here we got a defender in particular coming through with a big hit to keep points off the board.
Driving forward with Scannable. And he will take it in. Touchdown, New York! The Giants parlay the interception into points. They kept it on the ground as opposed to airing it out, and that time, well, Brock, the ground game paid off.
Well, these great rushing attacks down here that can score rushing touchdowns, it takes the whole party getting involved. Yeah, the burst of the running back was tremendous. How about the launch of his blockers right off the line of scrimmage? That's a touchdown the entire way, and it took the entire group offensively.
Daniel Carlson on for the PAT. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Giants take a 4-point lead.
49ers 6.
Carlson all set now for the kickoff. Return coming from the 6. He lost the football, and the fumble recovery is made. And they limit the damage on the return, but it is still a turnover.
These guys are flying down the field. Reminds me of the guys at Braveheart. But different than Braveheart, these guys got two things on their mind. Number one, get the returner down. And number two, try to separate the ball if they can. It's rare that it happens, but boy, is it big when it does.
They'll go play action. Here's Dart. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. So it's the 2-minute warning here from the home of the faithful. It's the Giants in a very tough spot on 2nd and long. Trying again following the sack. Hits him on the out route. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
Kate, if there was one throw in the game plan that kept me up at night more than any other, it was an out route versus zone coverage. Because you got to throw with anticipation. You also got to make sure those defenders' eyes.
And they will score. Touchdown, New York. The Giants grow their lead just before halftime. Malik Neighbors with a touchdown. Exactly the play they were looking for, Brock. They saw it, and he put it right on the money.
Yeah, it really was a perfect play. This is what it looked like in practice, but more importantly now to get it done in game time, that's what you're looking for. Amazing when it all comes together.
Carlson now to add one more. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Giants drive their lead to 11.
49ers set.
Carlson all set now for the kickoff. Starting from the 5. And this drive will start inside the 25. Now the 49ers getting set to go on offense. And coming off the interception, a good chance to reestablish some momentum as they get set. San Francisco to the line. It's 1st and 10. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. He runs it up to midfield. Christian McCaffrey. And this will reach the red zone. He takes it down to the 17.
Gotta be a pretty good actor. Gotta be pretty good at selling to that defense. That's a drop back pass. When you get a big play on the screen like that, boy, it's choreography by everybody on that offense.
The defense calls a timeout, so that's their first. And they are quite frustrated having to call that after giving up the first. All right, set now, 1st and 10.
Get set. Up.
Now Purdy. Finds his back. It's Robinson. And he'll go down. Looks like they're marking him at the 11. Timeout calls, and that's going to be the 2nd for New York. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4.
At the Giants' 11-yard line.
McCaffrey running between the tackles. And only can get his yard here, Brock. It's going to be 3rd down. The Giants are going to call their final timeout here. So 3rd down. Giants trotting out 6 DBs in the dime set. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. The throw is caught. And this spot is going to be close, but he does not have that first. They're going to face 4th and short.
Those kind of completions are so frustrating, Kate. It's like a putt. You got it on line, you feel good about it's going in the hole, but you never want to leave it short.
Outside. Putt. Here we go. Here we go.
Purdy now on 4th down. And they'll turn it over on downs as that pass comes up empty and off the field they go.
Even the best receivers, they've got occasional breaks in concentration. You just never want to see it happen. One of the most important snaps of the game. If we know anything about this guy, though, it's he'll be up for the challenge the next time the ball comes his way.
They'll begin this drive with barely over 25 seconds left. On 1st down, here's Dart. Finds him over the middle. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. 2nd and 6 coming up here.
Now 2nd and 6 at the 12-yard line.
Throwing here just before halftime. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And this winds up being an excellent play for him from deep in their own territory, up approaching that 30-yard line.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Week 1 was full of surprises, full of intrigue, and a lot of firsts for the young players. What will Week 2 bring? Let's dive in. Our look at the NFL starts now. In Charlotte, the Panthers at home to take on the Minnesota Vikings. And this is Chuba Hubbard. He's going to take this one in, 11 yards on the touchdown run. The Panthers are in the win column. They win it in front of the home faithful and move to 1-1. Next up, we go to Big D, specifically Arlington, Texas. Check in on the Cowboys as they play host to the Arizona Cardinals. And it's Cam Akers. He's going to scamper 31 yards to the house. Touchdown. The Cowboys even up their record at 1-1 as they get the win here. Lastly, let's go to Nashville. It's the Titans taking on the Indianapolis Colts. And this is Cam Ward. One of his 3 touchdown passes in the ballgame, he also added a rushing touchdown for good measure. The Titans are off to a good start, 2-0 on the young season. And time for one more look at the rest of the scores from around the National Football League. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been back and forth to this point. No reason to expect anything different in the second half, as we get you back out to Kate Scott and Brock Hewer.
All set now for the kickoff. This return starts at the 5. A decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. We'll see the San Francisco offense first this half as they're headed out now. That passing game they went to in the first half, it's going to need to be firing to start this second half too as they chase this lead. Mitchell up the middle. Will not get any further, but plenty of progress already.
I'll tell you what, kid, one of the things I'm most proud of coming out of broadcast are my O-line buddies that will hit me up during the game and say thank you. Thank you for finally showing some love and giving some light to what those big boys are doing up front. I got to play with some of the best to do it. I got to see it up close and personal. Because of it, I'll never forget it. And they just showed up on that run.
On 1st and 10, it's McCaffrey. He swarms in the middle. This gets maybe a yard. Bobby Okereke making that stop.
That's a pretty good stop on 1st down. This defense now gets a chance to dictate. And that's what all the great defenses want to do, Kate. They want to dictate it on their terms and not just be reacting to what the offense is always doing.
Shotgun snap for Purdy. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete. No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Back to throw. Here's Purdy. Has him on the quick hitter. And he is brought to a stop after he found plenty of room there to run. What a game he has had. Really showed the versatility he's got from the running back position and the wrinkles that he can add to this offense.
Yeah, Kate, you hear it all the time. The quarterback's best friends are reliable tight ends. Well, right next to that reliable tight end is a more dependable pass-catching running back.
Still on the move, coming to the line for 1st and 10. Working inside the red zone. Gets it towards the end zone, but it's incomplete. Thought he had a touchdown there. So it'll be 2nd down.
That's going to be a play tomorrow. When they watch it on tape, they're going to be kicking themselves a bit. Kate, you get man-to-man coverage down in the red zone, you got to take advantage of it. It's hard. Zone coverage and the windows are so tight. You get man, you got to find a way to win.
And they're going to take this in for the San Francisco touchdown. The 49ers cut into the lead coming out of halftime. George Kittle, the touchdown. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
Oh, he loves to do this. Kyle Shanahan telling his offense to stay out there, tack on 2 more.
Niners will line up for the 2-point
To
conversion.
the air again. Purdy. And they get the 2-point conversion. He's in the lead. Only a field goal now. Well, he just caught them the touchdown, Brock. Defense obviously aware of him as they line up for 2. How did they lose him? How did they get it right back to him for the conversion?
Because he's that good. In moments like this, Kate, it's not even about the play, it's about the player. And when you got a player of this caliber, you find every way to get it to him. And just because he scored the touchdown doesn't mean you don't go right back to that well. I love it.
He fields it from the 8. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Giants and running back Cam Scadaboo trotting back out there. That lead already smaller than it was at the break, Brock, and they're going to face a little pressure now on this opening series. The New York offense ready to get going here. It's 1st and 10. Final Scadaboo here on the ground. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
Stopped right at the line, but might as well have been a loss of yards as far as the offense is concerned. It's always humbling when you try force versus force, and the defense wins out.
1st down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. From the gun, here's Dart. Caught by Theo Johnson. Breaks the tackle, green grass ahead. And finally, they're able to stop this play from getting any more yards.
That's just awesome, Kate. A little bit of multitasking on that catch. Primary focus, as I always say, is you got to catch it first. But out of the corner of his eye, he knew exactly where to go, and he gets a bunch of yak on top of it.
On 1st down, this is Scadaboo. And this one's going a long way. Nice win for that defense as they send it backwards.
Well, they were hoping to get outside and meet those guys at the 2nd level. Well, someone from the 2nd level came to beat him on his turf. And that meeting didn't go so well.
He's down to the 36 with almost enough for that 1st down.
What a great sign to start the 2nd half for this offense, because with a lead, well, the ground game becomes your best friend, the centerpiece for this offense, trying to chew up that clock.
Now it's Scadaboo. And his short gain gets them a new set of downs.
He's taken down at the 33-yard line.
That's one as a running back in this league, you got to convert every time. Teams really don't care. If you're a Hall of Famer or an undrafted rookie, you can't get 1 yard for a first, they're going to start holding auditions for someone who can.
On 1st and 10, here's Dart. Finds him on the crossing route. Fought off the tackle, but he lost the football. And this is picked up by the 49ers. And they're able to push it well upfield on that fumble return. Nicely done.
There's nothing like a defense taking the ball away from you. Right? It's all about the ball. It's all about you hit the preach out all the time. Get the ball back. If they get the ball back, a little extra bonus on that return as well.
The San Francisco offense headed out to take over. And all that's needed here, Brock, is some repeat execution from that last series. While a new offense preps to head out, we've got a stoppage. They want to make sure this is a turnover. Yeah, pretty bang-bang play out there. It's tough to see exactly what happened on our first look in real time.
But you know what I like here, and I do appreciate, and these officials are so good at let the play just play itself out before calling it dead. Now all the replays and the camera angles will give us such a better idea of really what happened.
After reviewing the play, the rules on the field is reversed.
So the nice defensive play, all for naught. He was down first, no fumble. All right, all set up now, 1st and 10. And the receiver's going to take this one on the jet sweep. Get behind the line, and the ball is loose. And this is picked up by the 49ers. And they're able to add some extra yards onto the turnover too, Brock, as this defense steals away possession.
You know, this just can't happen on 1st down. It really can't. I mean, ball security is at a premium on every down, every distance. But on 1st down, it is especially a killer.
So So just like all touchdowns, all turnovers also reviewed, and they want to take another look at this one.
Under review.
All right, so we all know what we're looking for here, Brock. Where did an elbow, maybe a knee, something touch down? And as it does, is the ball loose at that point?
Yeah, throw in forearm, wrist, shin. There's no question the offensive guy's screaming something hit the ground while the defense is hoping it didn't.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
So the review saves them a turnover. He was, in fact, already down when the ball came free. With the gun this time, here's Dart. Short pass brought in. And he's tackled for a short gain. Ninth play of the drive coming up. They need 8 yards here on third down. Darts out of the shotgun. Pressure's there, and he goes down again. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of fourth down.
I know the scoreboard doesn't say it, but this has been a winning effort up front defensively. One of the keys to their success was going to be this pass rush and sacking the quarterback, and they can check that box.
A 37-yard attempt.
Carlson's kick is good. And that'll double their lead to 6.
That's why they spend all the time on the practice field during the week. That kind of operation. Perfect rhythm, perfect timing, and a 2 for 2 for this kick.
Carlson all set now for the kickoff. Starting from the 5. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. Now up comes the San Francisco offense. And I think they'd be content doing everything the same as their prior drive and getting another touchdown here. 49ers to the line. 1st and 10. They'll start this one on the ground with McCaffrey. He loses the football. And it looks like the Giants got to that one.
You know, we could go down on that field and ask any player about the first lessons they learned in the game of football, and almost every one of them kids going to say the same thing. Ball security. I bet he could even hear his old high school coach's voice in his ears right now, telling him next time, you got to hang on to it better.
While the new offense preps to head out, we've got a stoppage. They want to make sure this is a turnover.
Play is under review.
Yeah, pretty bang-bang play out there. It's tough to see exactly what happened on our first look in real time.
But you know what I like here, and I do appreciate, and these officials are so good at let the play just play itself out before calling it dead. Now all the replays and the camera angles will give us such a better idea of really what happened.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
Take that fumble away. The officials overturn the call and say he was down. After a fortuitous recovery, this will be 2nd down. Now it's Purdy. Dialing up a receiver screen. And they'll stand him up and sit him down at the line.
Kate, I can feel by your body language and the call that you saw exactly what I saw, and that was a big uh-oh. It's one of the nice things of having a bird's eye view on these screens. You can see it coming at the field, and the field level you get lost. But not up here. You knew that play was doomed from the start.
To the left side and wheeled in by Kittle. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it stopped. The 49ers are lined up in punt formation. And we'll see how his debut offering goes. Fair catch made a little beyond the 20-yard line. The Giants about to get to work on offense. And they were able to contribute 3 points to the lead their last time out. Another chance to build on that advantage here. New York to the line. 1st and 10. Dart now against the blitz. Completed over the middle. And he's brought to a stop after he found plenty of room to run.
From a great throw to a nice route catch to moving the chains. There wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
A jolt to start that drive. They're up near the 45-yard line. Going on 1st down. It's Dart. And the 1st down pass set away by a defender. complete. Malik Neighbors, the one he was throwing for. And it sets up 2nd down.
I'll tell you what, Kate, challenging this guy in a close game, you are tempting fate. He got one hand on it. He gets two. It could have gone the other way.
2nd and 10 now. Here's Dart. Throwing the out route complete. And he goes out. Just needed one more step there to reach midfield.
Hey, Kate, you know this from covering the Seahawks, calling their preseason game. When Pete Carroll was there, if he said it once, he said it 100 times. Stay on top, stay on top, stay on top. You'll give up a short little out route like that, but just stay on top of the deep threat.
Dart gonna throw again. This one's to Slater, left side. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs.
Speed kills, baby. You better make that tackle right away on these receivers or you're going to get some serious yak. Those yards after catch just like that. Taking a short gain, turning it into an explosive play.
Solid running here. That's 9 yards as he brings up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 1.
So we're through 3 here. It's the Giants with the ball, trying to close out what would currently be a win. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1.
Here we go.
Blitz coming. Here's Dart. And he rips this one out and over the back of the end zone. Incomplete.
You know what that route is called, right, Kate? OTB. Over the ball. And those are the ones you've got to hit. You've got to be able to play offense from the inside out. Got to find a completion right there.
And he's going to have enough for the first down. Not by much, but he got it. That's all that matters. Sets him up with a 1st and goal. Scatterboo here on the toss. So some defensive initiative in that goal to go, Brock. They take him down behind the line. 2nd and goal coming up.
That's a pretty good look right there at the struggle offensive linemen have. Athletically, they're just not as fast as these linebackers. And if they don't win early, those linebackers outrun them and make a play like that behind the line.
Throwing now from the gun. Rolling left, buying some time. And he'll go down shy of the end zone. They mark him at the 4.
That's just a case where you're trying to make something when there really is nothing there. There just wasn't an opening for him to work with, and he was lucky to get what he could.
3rd and goal. It's Dart. Screen here for Scatterboo. Will be touchdown short of the marker, so 4th down coming up.
Here we go. Here's one of those game situations that just puts a smile on my face because I can think from Pop Warner to the NFL. Everybody on the field thinking the same thing. Can we go for it? Can we get one more shot as you end up just short on that 3rd down?
Run, it's Scatterboo. And they turn him away. The defense holds strong, and they get off the field with a turnover on downs.
You know, Kate, it's almost like the defense was in the offensive huddle before the play. They dialed up the perfect blitz to encircle and cut off that run, and the reward is they get off the field.
The 49ers back on offense and set to take over. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. Shotgun, handoff to McCaffrey. And we'll have this to up around about the 15-yard line. Give him 13 on that play. And that's a 49er 1st down.
And the 49er 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Now Purdy. That's going to be caught by his back. McCaffrey. And they're going to take him down finally, but not before he puts his own goal line well in that rearview mirror. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Purdy setting up that play action. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. He was looking Jordan Watkins' way. So second down coming up. From the gun is Purdy. Finds him over the middle. And he's going to get this one at the 36-yard line. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
Guys, I really like this receiver on that drag route in particular. Why? Because he's a guy that creates after the catch. They don't close quickly. He could take it to the house.
Mitchell takes it straight ahead. Had some room to work, and he took advantage. Give him 7.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
Second and 3. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And they come through the sack to bring around third down.
We've learned how valuable sacks in a pass rush are in today's NFL. It's a bit surprising, isn't it, Kate, that that's their first sack of the game, but they found other ways to produce success on both sides of the ball, and they finally pick up a much-needed sack on that stat sheet.
Play number 7 on this drive, and they need 7 here on third down. Looking to throw. And that's a rip for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. Fourth down coming up.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
So out now comes the punter. Takes it in at the 21. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. Here come the Giants, ready to take over again on offense. They took their shot on 4th and goal, came away empty-handed, so a lot to like, Brock, but just need to find a way to punch it in this time. Giants lining things up, 1st and 10. Hands it to the receiver here in motion. Oh, look at this sweep. Very small gain, if anything, here, maybe a yard in second down.
You know, it's pretty clear just watching this unfold. They want to find a way to get this player in space where he's most dangerous. Defenders made sure they kept him contained and limited what came off on that one.
From the 29. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long.
8 yards to go.
He's back to throw. Lofts it deep right side. It's grabbed inside the 30. And he takes it in. Touchdown, New York. The Giants stretch it to a 2-score game in the 4th. Malik Neighbors with a touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game.
That's some good old-fashioned playground football. Even at the elementary school, find the fastest kid and let him run.
Darting this offense, getting set to go for 2.
The Giants will line up for the 2.
Flying forward on the ground. And he is hit well behind the line and goes down. They're not able to make much of anything on that 2-point attempt. Well, I know we normally look for where the breakdown occurred here, partner, but I think he just made a really good play defensively to get back there.
Yeah, you're not just thinking. He absolutely did it. That defender was reacting. Go shoot your shot. And that is teaching tape for that.
Daniel Carlson.
Carlson all set now for the kickoff. Has it at the 11. And decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. 49ers getting set to go on offense. This could be the decisive drive. Down 2 scores late. They've got to find some points to get it back within 1. First and 10 now. Here's Purdy. Dumped off to his running back. And he will wind up out of bounds after a first down gain of right around 3 yards. Second and 6 coming up here.
Outside. Watch out.
Shotgun snap for Purdy. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
Down a couple of scores, but still some time left and 3 timeouts as well. It's first and 10. Connects on the crosser. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe. It appears all that prep work and studying that you quarterbacks love to do in the build-up to the game, Brock, it has certainly paid off. This guy has picked apart this defense much of the contest.
This is one of those games you appreciate. There's going to be peaks, there's going to be valleys, there's going to be mountaintops. Just like pitchers don't have all their stuff every time out, well, when you do and you're electric, it's sure fun to play.
They get 13 on the pickup, and it brings up a San Francisco first down. Markers reset, ball at the 37. The throw again, it's Purdy. Short pass brought in. And he's going to be brought down at the 23-yard line. Now we're going to get an offensive timeout. That's their first. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game.
Okay, when Bill Walsh was implementing the drag route with the 49ers in the 80s, it sounded the same way as it did with Mike Holmgren and me with the Seahawks in the 2000s versus man on a drag route, run away. You see zone coverage, settle down, give your quarterback his numbers, and you can find a completion just like that.
Pretty throwing here on first. That'll be incomplete to start the new set of downs.
That play right there, Kate, that just goes to show you, you can't take any completion for granted. Even some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
Hits his running back. And he's got it inside the 15 before going out.
It is so hard for these defenses. I don't envy them at all. Try to monitor where these running backs are. Are they chipping? Are they delaying their route? He's such an underrated part of their overall passing game.
Looking to throw it. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. San Francisco calls it second timeout. And they're still going to have 1 left at their disposal. Got to go for it in this spot, Brock. This is 4th down.
Get set.
Desperation time here. No good. The pass goes incomplete, and that lengthy drive ends with nothing but a turnover on downs.
Hey, I am all for aggression. You get 4 downs, go for it. But I do have to wonder here, Kate, after being denied once again, is there going to be a trust level on that sidelines to go for it the next time they get this shot?
The Giants and Malik Neighbors set to go to work again. And I think by this point we can all agree, Brock, that he is not going to be stopped until the clock stops at the end of this game. He just continues to make catches count in this second half. Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on first down. Your favorite formation, right, Brock? The victory formation here as he takes a knee.
They could stop the clock now if they choose. In the final moments of the game, every second counts. If you're going to call a timeout, you want to be right next to that official to signal it in just as that knee goes down.
Let's go. Lining up to take a knee on second down. So it's a win for the visiting Giants. Man, this one is gonna sting, partner. You pride yourself on defending your building, getting those home victories. Instead, you end up taking a bitter pill today in front of your own fans.
Well, as one coach famously said, we're on to Cincinnati. We're on to Cincinnati. That's all these guys could do after giving one up at home. Just look ahead to the next game. Focus on prepping for the next opponent and working your tail off, and make up for losing in front of the home crowd by giving your fans something to cheer about the next time out.
So for my partner Brock Heward and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott saying this has been the NFL on EA Sports. It's a well-earned win for the Giants, as we'll see you next time from Santa Clara.
A great 1-2 to start the year. Hi everyone, Scott Hansen, and this is your Week 2 edition of the EA Sports Weekly Recap. Plenty of action to get to. We'll begin in Santa Clara. The Niners at home to take on the New York Giants. And this is Malik Neighbors. He's going to run a deep route, look it in, and he's gone. 71 yards to the house. The Giants get their first win of the year, and they had to earn it, too. They get the road victory. From there, let's go up to the Pacific Northwest, Seattle. Let's look in on the Seahawks as they host the Denver Broncos. And this is Cortland Sutton. It's fired deep downfield. He's right there to secure it. 80 yards on the catch and run for the touchdown. The Broncos get a second straight win to start the year as they get the tough road victory. One more to show you. Let's go to Philadelphia. It's the Eagles taking on the Packers. And it's Dontavian Wicks. One of his 2 touchdown catches in the game coming right here. The Packers get win number 2 as they take care of business in this one. That's a wrap. Until next time, I'm Scott Hansen. Good night from all of us at EA Sports.